Hi everyone, Harrison here from LED Tool Shop, here with another Lumintop tiny flashlight. It seems to be what Lumintop is sort of going towards these days and excelling in actually. This is called the Lumintop Frog, and check out how small that is. That is absolutely tiny. Really cool little keyring flashlight. But before I get into it, I'll show you what you get in the pack and then we'll dive straight into the light. So first of all, you obviously get your Lumintop manual, and Lumintop love to put so many features in their light, so their manuals are definitely worth a read. There's a lot going on there. I just used it sort of in the default mode, but there's just advanced modes and heaps of other stuff going on in there that you can configure your light to whichever way you want, which I mean, Lumintop just do a great job of really customizing your light to the way you want it. So definitely worth a read. You get your USB-C to normal USB cable, which is a really cool little small Lumintop cable. Got a magnet there, so it just snaps closed, really nice and compact. Get a pretty beefy clip as well that you can put on the back of your keys. You get your USB-C charging sort of cradle, I suppose you'd call it, and then you get your little frog. But the way to charge this is you just unscrew the light off and it reveals your 10440 battery. So that's included with the light as well. All you have to do is to screw your charging cradle onto the battery side of the light, plug it straight in, it'll charge up, and then all you have to do is just unscrew that and screw the top end of the light back on. So really simple. A nice way to keep the light super compact. If you're familiar with a couple other Lumintop torches, I've got the GT Nano here as well. So just comparing size wise, this is the Lumintop GT Nano. If you're familiar with the Lumintop range, this is the smallest GT you can get. As you can see, the same profile pretty much, both running on 10440 batteries, both charging the same. Just the only difference is the GT Nano's just got that bigger head on it to give it that distance, whereas the Frog is running an actual TIR optic lens, which is really good sort of configuration for a keyring light, I find. It's nice they've got an actual button on here too. You do find that a lot of sort of keyring lights need you to sort of twist it so to get those output levels. Very similar to the Olight R2R. If you're familiar with another sort of keyring light, that one is sort of that twist function. So you twist it on to get the different brightness levels and then you sort of back off to turn it off. Whereas this has got like a nice little button, and I think it works really well. Super easy to use. It's very prominent though. Being such a small light, it's very nice to see they've sort of stuck the button out a little bit because it is so small. I mean, my hands are relatively big, so it does get lost, but I found that button really easy to find and push on. So it's a big enough surface area I've found, and a very generous sort of keyring loop as well. So that's great to see. So yeah, Lumintop, I mean, I reckon they're just making some fantastic, really tiny lights. I did the Ant last week, which again is the smallest LEP that I could find. So yeah, they've definitely got some really cool small flashlights that are just excelling in heaps of different ways. Outputs and runtimes though, so it's running off, I believe, a Luminous SST20 LED chip. So correct me if I'm wrong, let me know in the comments if I'm wrong, but yeah, I believe it's running off that chip. Now it's rated at 570 lumens max, which is just a huge output. I mean, check out how small that is. And it is just, yeah, a huge amount of output, rated around 135 meters. I don't know if it got out that far. I mean, it probably didn't have anything that far away to sort of test, but you definitely get some really noticeable distance out of that TIR lens. So that's why I think these little keyring lights it's well worth it. If you're not going to put sort of a big reflector on your keyring light like the sort of GT Nano, having a TIR lens is just a real pleasure because you just get the maximum amount of sort of distance out of such a tiny little surface area that the Frog's running on. The configuration that sort of comes with it is sort of that ramp up sort of function, so it's hard to sort of get run times and output levels exact because it is that smooth ramp up function from that 0 sort of that to 50%, and then you can go higher to that sort of turbo runtime. But it goes to that 50% to sort of save heat and battery life because the battery is quite small, and because it's 570 lumens is really a lot of output for such a tiny light, it will get quite warm. So having it on those smaller run times is really usable, finding your door, finding your keys, even walking around at night. Yeah, this thing can sort of do it all. So you're going to get about 9 hours runtime, it's sort of saying, and that's on the lower modes. Being a little battery, yeah, you wouldn't expect too much longer runtime, and they're not designed to be used sort of 9 hours at a time or 4 hours at a time. They're used as just like a keyring light. I find myself using my keyring light more than obviously my phone light. iPhone light or just your phone light, yeah, they're great for just that sort of quick use, but I find that I've either always got my phone in my pocket or something like that, and I've always sort of got my keys on me, and I find that pulling out a keyring light is just so much more beneficial. Not only can you ramp it up and down really easily, but it's just so much brighter when you need that brightness than your phone light, and it's way more concentrated. The phone light sort of doesn't have any sort of depth to the LEDs, so it is all just flood, no direction. Whereas yeah, these little keyring lights, definitely recommend grabbing one, whether it's this one or sort of like an Olight. They're just fantastic to own. So you're looking at about 11 grams without the battery, so crazy light, all hard anodized aluminium, so yeah, it's super light. So head diameter on this is 15.6 millimeters and about 45 millimeters long, so crazy compact. So just a great addition to your keys or keyring, anything like that. You know it's going to withstand sort of banging around next to your keys and things like that. So it's yeah, well made stuff from Lumintop. It's IPX8 rated, so 2 meters submersible underwater, so you're going to have no drama sort of in the rain or anything like that, that you might find yourself needing a good quality light. And again, you might not want to pull out your sort of expensive phone or anything like that, whereas you grab one of these, yeah, it's going to withstand the weather and everything that comes with that, and yeah, you're going to get tons more light than you would with your phone. So I'll drop a link to the Lumintop Frog below, where you can reach all our keyring lights from there. So definitely worth a look. If you're not going to grab this one, definitely grab one, because they are fantastic bits of kit. You will not regret it. They're super compact, so you're not going to know the addition to your keys or sort of pack or anything like that. So they're just a great safety net, and I think you'll find yourself reaching for them more and more. But go check out Lumintop, they've got some great gear. Thanks for watching this one. Please feel free to like, subscribe. We've got heaps of content out there at the moment. If you know another keyring light that you'd like to see, or any other lights for that matter, let me know in the comments and we'll try to get a video out to you. But yeah, thanks for watching this one, and I'll catch you on the next one.